Good morning, everybody. So today I am making up some jam. I know, nothing special, but I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, the long boil method, where you have to test it for the gel. So you can either end up with a syrup if you don't get to the gel stage. You can either, so that's option one, and it has happened to me, and you know what? I still don't care. It tastes damn good. Number three is you end up with a fruit spread, which is almost a jam, but not quite. Three, you end up with that perfect jam. That perfect jam. It has a beautiful gel to it, has enough spread to it that it makes it beautiful. Or option four, which I'll own it, I've ended up with it, is a brick of jam that you can slice and you can serve it with your turkey dinner. Okay, not even joking, I have done it. Okay, now telling you that you can use pretty much every one of the options other than the fourth one. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with those because I don't want to throw them out because they taste damn good. Okay, now and again, I've got my silicone spoons. And I'm going to state this too. Don't do what I'm doing if you don't know what you're doing. If you are not comfortable with making jams, or you're new to it, or you're just not quite there, don't do what I'm doing. When I make jam, I make two of them at the same time. It drives me nuts making just one batch of jam at a time. Drives me bat nuts. So I always make two separate batches of jam at the same time. Now today I'm doing three, and I actually contemplated on making 3 batches at a time, but I don't think I have enough arms in order to keep it going. So I'm just going to stick with doing 2. And so this video is going to be making, now this one here is strawberry blueberry jam. Now I'm going to explain this in a minute. Okay, and this one is mixed berry. It is strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Now, the reason they are in these bowls right now is because, number one, I needed to defrost the berries because I use frozen berries. I almost never make jam using fresh berries. If someone asked me to do it, sure, I could do it, but honestly, I like doing it from frozen berries more than I do using fresh. Okay, so that's reason one, is you got to defrost your berries before you can even do this. That makes them all soft and makes it a little easier to work with, I find. Okay, and then the second reason is, and this is the trick, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not gloating or anything, not tooting my own horn. I am known for my jam. People love my jam. They can't get enough of it. So take my word on this, that trust me, it's a stupid thing to do, but it works. And I do believe it was my grandmother who taught me this. Is get your berries in a bowl, and put your sugar in the night before. So soak your berries in the sugar. And I'm just stirring it up now. And you're going to end up with this beautiful syrup that naturally occurs, not being forced when you're cooking it. Because when you're cooking it, it does make that syrup. But when you soak it beforehand, it naturally creates that syrup. So it's going to be that much sweeter and that much easier to work with. I know that sentence made no sense, but it does. Because guys, you could take this and spoon it over a cake right now. Okay? So I'm still trying to get this sugar mixed in because it kind of clocked on me there. This one here I do believe was still a bit frozen when I put the sugar in. Okay. Oh, no, I still got another clump there. And I'm hoping you guys can see very well today because the light is not all that awesome in here today. And I'm not about to go and find a whole bunch of lamps to plug them in. Sorry. That's just racking up my hydro bill. Okay, so here we go. Can you see that? That is naturally occurring syrup. And that right there is the trick. Okay, now another thing is in here, in each of these bowls, I have 9 cups of fruit. If you are doing this, never go more than 9 cups of fruit. I know there's people out there that are going to say, I do it all the time with more cups of fruit and yada yada yada. I'm just telling you what works for me and what has always given me compliments and, you know, praises about my jams. Okay? Never go more than 9 cups. Never. So there's 9 cups of fruit, and no, this is not healthy for your waistline or whatever, but you know what? It's jam. Come on, guys. It's jam. So there is 9 cups of berries and 6 cups of sugar. And there's 9 cups of fruit and 6 cups of sugar in this one as well. Now, I'm explaining all this beforehand because once we get going, guys. Now, another thing. And I can't remember who in the world told me about this, but I don't use a candy thermometer. I know there's people out there that they go by that candy thermometer. I've tried. It doesn't work for me. It does not. If it works for you, hey, great, fine and dandy. So I'm not even going to show you it because, like I said, it doesn't work for me, the candy thermometer method. Another thing, don't do this when it's raining. Again, it could be an old wives' tale. I really don't know, but I know myself, it does make a difference for me. If it's raining out and I go to make this way, they won't set. I don't know why, but they won't set. It could be because there's extra moisture in the air, which means there's extra moisture getting into these. I don't know, but I do know. If it's raining, I'm not making jam this way. What else? Can't think of anything right at the moment. I'll probably think of it as we're going. But right at the moment, I'm just waiting for my jars to get hot and boil, so that way I can move the jars to the side, so that way they're already hot, sterile, and good to go. I don't care what the heck the Ball Canning book says, or the Bernard and Canning book. I don't care that they say you don't need to boil them to sterilize them anymore. Don't care. I'm sterilizing them. I'm going through all this work to make a beautiful product. I want it to be perfect. No doubt in my mind. So I stick to old methods that work damn good. Wish they'd stop screwing with shit that they don't need to. Oops, I owe a quarter. But it's true. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys back in probably about 10 minutes or so, which will only be like a boop for you, when these jars are ready. And we got these in pots. But yes, I wanted to make sure to tell you all of that stuff first. Okay, so I'm hoping I have you guys at a good enough angle that you can see what I am doing here. And I'm just getting my pots turned on a high heat because we need to get this going. I need to get my apron on because have you guys ever been hit by jam before? It's like molten lava. I know, and I got bare arms, but my arms always get burnt or cut or something. Pretty used to that. So, okay, and again, I'm going to state this yet again. Don't do this, what I'm doing right now, unless you're confident in what you're doing. Because unless you know what you're doing, you can't keep track of 2 pots at the same time. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay. Sorry guys, there is a certain flour that I have to be allergic to. I have no idea what it is. I wish I did. I'm hoping that it's not around here right now. Okay, I'm good. All right, let's back to these. Okay, so I'm gonna try and concentrate you guys mostly on this pot here. So as you can see, by creating that natural syrup, that natural beautifulness of this, is actually not going to take as long as what it normally would to do this, because it has naturally done it. All we're doing is bringing this up to temp. But actually what I want to do, because I'm a rebel, and no, it's not because I'm a rebel, actually, it's just because of personal preference. I'm going to hit these with the food processor. This is not a food processor. What is this? The emulsion blender. To get this a little smoother. Make sure there's no dog hair on there. Get this a little smoother than what it is. And you want to do this before you hit the pectin stage. Or the gel stage, I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. And you're going to end up sticky. And just so you know, yes, you can reduce the sugar if you really feel it's necessary. But, come on. It's jam. If you were sitting down and eating a jar of jam, then sure, yeah, reduce it. But I personally like it with some toast or something. Now, I know my father-in-law, he loves taking the jam and mixing it on top of vanilla ice cream. I may have to try that one of these times. I keep telling him I'm going to, and I keep not doing it. Oh, I still got some hunkies in there. That's all right. Personally don't like the hunkies, but that's okay. Now you do want to make sure you keep them moving because you don't want them to burn on the bottom. I'm going to reduce my heat down to just a little bit, not much, just so it's not blasting on high, so about medium high. I'm reducing it down to now. I wish I would have brought my water bottle over here. Gotta stay hydrated when you're doing this. Standing over top of a hot stove. Okay. Now, I do have some spoons, some plastic spoons in my fridge, so I can do the sheathing. How do you say that? Sheathing test? Sheathing test? Sheathing? I don't know. That one I can do. That's the one I normally do. But again, I typically don't do that. I do it off a nice hot spoon. You can't, hold on, like I said, I'm going to have to show you guys from this one here. Now we just did this one. That's a run. You know, it's not dripping. It's still, this is syrup, which is mighty tasty, by the way. Strawberry, blueberry, and strawberry, blueberry, and raspberry. Yum! What I'm trying to do is use up fruit out of my freezer. So that is why we got some crazy combinations going on, but they're not really crazy. There's another jam I make, which I do need pectin for. I've never done it the long boil way, although I probably could, but I'm out of strawberries now, so. But I make this strawberry chocolate jam. It sounds really sweet, but it isn't. It took me a while to create it. Yes, it's a created jam. It's not a recipe, or there might be a recipe for it out there now. I really don't know, because I came up with it about 3 years ago. Strawberry chocolate, and it has just a little hint of chili powder in there to give it that bite kick afterwards. Oh, it's so good. Once I have the stuff to make it, we're totally gonna make that because I really enjoy that jam. It's no sweeter than strawberry jam. That one, I could never keep enough of it because people are always buying that one. They look at it and go, what? That's such a strange jam. And then they try it and then they come back and buy more. It's like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I don't sell jams anymore. People were trying to, lowball me on the price. It's like, nope, sorry. Do you know how long it takes to make these? How much work goes into it? You don't want to pay what I want? Well then, sorry, then you can just make it yourself. Okay. So, I'm going to bring you guys back because this is probably going to take a good 5 minutes. Well, maybe not 5 minutes, but it's going to take a bit to get it up to the hard boil where the magic happens. So, I'll bring you guys back when we start getting to the magic shots. Okay. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. And we're just getting up to a hard boil now, so that's why I turned the camera on because, well, I can't stir and go and turn the camera on because I don't got, 600 legs or arms, whatever you want to say. Okay. Now you want to make sure you hard boil them for between 3 and 5 minutes. That may seem a little excessive, but when you've been doing this long enough, you get a feel for it. You're going to mess up batches. You're going to do all of that stuff, guys. Trust me. Been there. Done it. I still do it. Turn heat down on that one because it's going a little bit too fast for my liking. You learn it. You get a feel for it. Turn that one down too. Like, see, when I'm doing this, I have a slight pull behind it. You don't want to overstir it. You don't want to stir like a mad, crazy idiot. You just want to stir it. Just keep it moving. And while you're doing that, you're going to feel, while the jam is cooking, that it gets more of a pull behind it from when you first started. And that's what you're looking for, is that pull. Guys, making jam this way is an art. Because you know what? Your great-grandma or whatever, well, I know even my grandma, she never used pectin either. But they didn't use pectin. They didn't use the crutch. And that's what pectin is, really. It's a crutch. And if you can make jam this way and still have it delicious and beautiful, that's an art. I find canning to be an art no matter what you're doing, but if you can do it the old-fashioned way and still use today's, protocols, then you've mastered it. So we're almost at 2 minutes, sorry. And I have a beautiful pull. I have more of a pull on this one than I do this one, because this pot started to hard boil before this one did. See, and it's still hard boiling, guys, but it's not that crazy, hard, stupid boil. And I'm really hoping you can see these pots. Hold on, let me see if you can. Let me bring in a little closer. Now you can see it a lot better. I thought you guys could see the pot, like inside the pots from where I had you. Guess not. But you can see, this is a hard boil, but it's not stupid crazy. This is what you want. A hard boil that is steady and consistent. I'm really trying to walk you through what I'm doing here. Okay, second jam is almost at gelling stage. Now let's take a look at this one here. I'm going to try and stay out of the light, and I'm going to try and see, it's just pouring off. Okay, here we go. Dripping slowly, but not quite. This right here would be classified as a soft gel, which is still nice, don't get me wrong, but not what I want. Okay. Now here, I'm actually going to go and get one of my cold spoons and we'll test it. Okay, so I got a cold spoon and I have a cold oh, see, that's not, it's dripping. Maybe that one's actually ready. Not quite. Tastes good though. Okay, let me try the other one. I know you guys can only see this one pot now. No, not quite yet. Woo! Damn, they taste good though. Now guys, it's called the long boil for a reason, because you're boiling it for what feels like forever. But really, it's only about, I think maybe in total you're only working with it for maybe 10 minutes. I know myself it's normally about 10 minutes. I think the longest one I've ever had to do, well, that's marmalade. Oh, marmalade takes forever. That's an all morning event. I hate making marmalade. And no, I'm not making it again. There's a video up for it. You don't like it? Well then, tough patooties, because I'm not making another one. Because I hate making marmalade. And no one in my house really eats it. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me grab my candy thermometer. Because, let's see if I can I clip it where you guys can see it? Oh, psh, it's upside down. It's not even in the pot. Yeah, not really, but oh well. Okay. Now, according to the book, cook until the soft bread reaches 250 or 104 Celsius. Boiling point. And that's if you, if you live below, at or below 1,000 feet, cook until it reaches, what? Oh, that's just explaining it. Oh, okay. So, you want to cook it until it reaches a temperature of 220 Fahrenheit and 104 Celsius. Okay, so apparently according to this, I still have, wait, what am I reading? Is that Fahrenheit or is that Celsius? Damn it, sorry guys, I'm reading it upside down. Right now I have it at almost 160 Fahrenheit. which is 65, no. Guys, I don't really do Celsius very well for certain things. As, what is that? 100, oh shoot. Guys, I can't read upside down. Okay, there, that's better. Okay, that is at, just about 68. Okay, this one's almost at sheathing, or sheeting. That one over there. It's going to turn the heat up on that one a little bit because the boil has kind of gone away on it. Same with this one. It's going to turn that up a little bit. Oil's not quite where I want it anymore. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's a better boil. Okay, and we are at the 5-minute mark for boiling it like this. Now, yes, you can get it to a raging boil if you want, but I personally find when you do that, it has a weird taste to it, almost like a burnty taste and a little bit of an off texture to it. I like to keep it at a hard boil, but a soft, steady hard boil. I personally find that that, for me, works the best. No, not quite. Just about. And guys, I'll be honest, sometimes I have to take it out of the jars and rebatch it again. You just take it out and reboil it again and boil it and boil it and boil it and boil it until it gets there. It happens. See, let me scoot this over a bit. I'll scoot it over this way. Okay, you can see that's still dripping, pouring off. It's not where I want it. And according to the temperature, it's actually gone down. Do I even have it in there? Oh, that's hot. So there's no way that that's going down in temperature. Oh yeah, see, now it's going up like crazy. I didn't have it in there right. Dang. Now, according to the books, you want to get it up to that temperature, 200, what did I say, 210? Oh, sorry, 220. I wonder if that thermometer is even right. I've had this thermometer for years. Oh yeah, see? According to this one, we're close to, it's still going. It's at 215. According to that one. That one, it hasn't even reached 200 yet. And that one's the same. So, okay, duly noted. This is broken. Just trying to figure out why that thing was not working right. Okay, good to know. That's broken. Okay, so let's go and get some cold spoons again and test the gel. Oh yeah, look at that. That is what you want. You see that, right? God, I hope you can. So I gotta turn that burner off. That's right where I want it. And so is that one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see if it's going to do it off a hot spoon, because sometimes it will. Oh yeah, there we go. Can you see that? Okay, watch for it. There we go. It's coming together and sliding down. Do it again. That right there is what you're looking for. Okay, now I hope that these set up, because it's going to be my luck that I'm doing this and I have it beautifully off of all this stuff. Yeah, see, look at that. That right there is how you know it's not coming back together. That's what you want right there. They're not trying to go back together. Okay. So I'm going to move the camera and get set up for canning. So I've got my hot jars here, and I've got my one jam here. This one here is the strawberry blueberry, and when you're doing more than one, you really have to keep track. That's like number one. Ooh, I need my funnel. I'm also going to show you my trick as to how I keep track of what is what when I'm doing this. Because probably everybody's wondering that. How in the heck do you keep track of what one is what when you got them in the canner? Not hard. So you got to fill these up to 1/4 inch headspace. Careful when you're putting them in. Sorry guys, I'm going to fill up. Oh, I just made a mess. So I'm going to fill up all my jars, and then I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing here. This just makes it a little easier for me. God, isn't that gorgeous? And I can already see the beautiful gel coming off of the side here. God, I love that. Nothing better than a beautiful jam that is done this way. Now I know some people add lemon. I've never added lemon or apple or anything to any of these I've done. I've never had a problem. But I'm pretty sure there's some of them out there that do require it. I've just never made one. In case anyone's wondering, yes, these are hot. Oh, I might need one more jar. Normally pretty good at estimating how many jars I'll need, but I think I was off with this one. Oop. I think I might have too much in that one. Okay, nope, I need one more. Oh yeah, that one has too much. Okay. That one is definitely not 1/4 inch. That's better. Oh, guys, it's cooling down. You can already see that beautiful gel on there. Ah, I'm so excited. Oh, I love when it comes out just the way you want it to. Oh, gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. And guys, this stuff is good right down to the last drop, so make sure you get every little ounce of it in there. Okay. Alright. So now, I need to wipe my rims, and yes, I use vinegar. I know, a little excessive, but don't care. I like stuff to seal and be clean and be nice and tidy. Although I did have someone tell me I should use vodka, but I've never done that. Okay, I'm gonna put that on there. Where are my rings? There are my rings. I'm just gonna show you with the one that I'm gonna bring you guys back when this is done. So this one is strawberry blueberry, SB. And then the other one, I'm going to write an M on it for mixed. And this won't come off in the water bath canner. It stays on there. That is my trick right there. Okay, so these go in the canner for 10 minutes. I'll have to check, double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 10 minutes. So we'll be right back when everything is out of the canner. Alright, so here they are out of the canner. I'm just doing one simple ending for both videos because, well, that's what I'm doing. So here are the strawberry blueberry ones, here are the strawberry ones, and here are the mixed berry ones. So I got 8 jars from each batch, plus this left over, and I was right, by the way, sun butter, strawberry jam, and avocado on top. Oh, it was so good. Now this has been in the fridge for about 20 minutes. And I was stirring it for about 10 minutes to try and cool it down beforehand. But I just wanted to show you guys. Here it is. Now this one probably won't set very well because, like I said, I was stirring it, trying to cool it down. But here it is. It's a very soft gel. And like I said, this will probably thicken up. These ones here will probably thicken up because I'm not going to be stirring them. But honestly, this is how I like jam right here. That nice, simple, soft gel. If you want it firmer than that, you just got to boil it longer until you get to the consistency you want. But for me, this right here, this is what I want. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Any questions for me? Leave them down below. And don't forget to share and like, and I'll see you soon.